What up, guys? This is Gilbert Sanchez with the Gym Podcast. I am your host, and I got a couple of guests here. So I got my boy Jay here, and I got my boy Eric here. So what up, guys? How y'all feeling today?
What's up, man?
I'm good, man.
How you doing?
Living the dream.
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
Living the dream.
Appreciate y'all coming down here. Like I always say in other episodes, we've been friends for a while, so we got some crazy shit we can talk about. But how y'all feeling about this whole pandemic? What y'all's thoughts on it?
I love it.
Why do you say that?
I'm a homebody, man. I love staying home.
Yeah, to be real, me too, man.
I love staying home. I love chilling.
It's like I almost have like a reason to stay home and tell my girl like, hey, you know what? I'm just gonna.
Hey,
be
we
home.
don't have to go
Like,
out this weekend.
She's not she's not like trying to pressure me to go out anymore. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah, it's chill, man. I mean, I just miss my friends and shit like that. But you know, before all this shit happened, I felt like I was wasting too much money on bullshit and just going out too much, drinking. But kind of like hit the reset button, I actually applied for college.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
hell.
Well, my girl applied for me, but same shit.
Hey, same shit. Same shit.
Same shit.
Nah,
Someone's gotta do it.
For me, I've saved quite a bit of money because you're not going out as much, man. You're not eating out as much. You're not going to the club, bars, buying drinks and for your friends and for yourself.
And for me, it's like eating food. Like I spent most of my money on just eating out.
Yeah.
Going out with my girl and paying for her meal as well. And now it's actually better because now I'm eating like home food and just eating healthier in a way. But
I feel more pure.
As in what?
Like, I don't know. I just feel like I went through a detox or some shit,
I feel that.
I don't even smoke no
I don't
more.
drink as much. Me neither, man. I quit a while back, though.
We after this, we're gonna smoke.
I'm down for it.
Hide the bong from G. That's all I know.
That's funny, man. That's good, man. I know you did recently stop, but
yeah. I don't know, man. I can't get into it no more. Like I just started getting like a lot more paranoid than usual, and started freaking out too much, and
yeah, that's what's happening to me.
It honestly, it doesn't make me feel like myself. Like I used to say, like I'm in, like I feel like when I'm high or something, I feel like I'm more myself. But now I don't feel like that no more. Like I feel like when I'm sober,
You feel out of place?
I feel in place now.
Okay, gotcha.
But I used to say, like, when I'm sober, I don't feel like myself. But I think it was just more like an escape thing, like escape from reality or some shit like that,
For me, it's paranoia now. It's like every time I smoke, I just can't find that rhythm that I used to have. Like, for me, it was like music.
Like, you don't feel good.
Yeah, I don't feel great.
Yeah.
It puts me out of my zone, and it's almost like sober now is my new high,
Yeah.
Like, I feel better just being sober.
No, yeah, for sure. I mean, I dabble here and there, because my family smokes and shit like that. So, like, I'll take a hit here and there and shit, but, like, nothing out of, like, too much. I used to smoke a couple joints a day, and that was my norm.
I can't do that, man. Like, when I went to, I'm pretty sure I told y'all this, but when I went to Colorado, and bro, we went to one of the dispensaries, and we just bought some gummies, and there was like 10 of them in there. Bro, I literally cut that shit in half, and I think I took it like around 5, 6 in the morning, 5, 6 at night, and I was stuck for like 3 or 4 hours, bro. Like it was. I don't smoke or I don't do anything like that, so it was just probably like a shock or something.
Yeah.
But I think for me, bro, I don't know. What would y'all say that y'all don't get as much things done when you're high versus when you're not high? Because I feel like it's just, like, I don't know, like, you're not functioning as what you could be functioning.
I feel like I'm way more in my head. Like I'm just way more in my head. Like, my girlfriend, she'll be like, man, I hate when you smoke, because you're just in your head. Like, you're just there, and you're just like, I mean, I'm always in my head, but like I feel like when I'm high, it's my mind is like an engine and it just can't stop. You know, it's just keep on thinking about all these things. But I feel like it prompts my anxiety or something like that. But like I've been hearing a lot of people say like you get used to paranoia or shit. But like I mean I used to be used to it. Like you know I used to embrace it. But like now I'm just kind of tired of it. You know, like I don't like feeling like that. Like I love my life. And like sometimes like I would have like weird temptations to do things that I don't want to do, and that's when I was like, okay, you know, I gotta stop doing this shit.
No, I feel that.
Yeah,
I feel that for sure. But these these hard times right now for a lot of people. I know a lot of people have been laid off, and it sucks, man. Like especially with Texas and San Antonio and like the poverty rates and everything like that. I feel like this. I mean, there's other cities and there's other like states that are, I mean, might have it harder, but just seeing it like local and I don't know, man, it's just crazy.
Yeah.
I feel bad for a lot of people, but I think I think after this, it's going to be a tremendous amount of just upgrowth. Like, I mean, like, I wouldn't say it's a recession because, I mean, it might be. I wouldn't know for a fact, but it's just like every recession, there's an uphill battle to it. So it's going to be a lot better.
You know, I mean, sometimes you gotta learn how to struggle, and then, you know, good things come with time. But like, yeah, no, it's gonna be hard times. Like, I feel like, well, I mean, like, we haven't had anything like this in a while, at least in our lifetimes, you know?
Yeah, for sure. This is the first thing that we've ever gone through where it's actually been a struggle, you know?
Like my baby sister, you know, she's 10, and, you know, we've been keeping her in the house, and, you know, she don't have school right now or nothing. But today she went to Target, and, like, she kind of freaked out because, like, everyone was wearing a mask. And, like...
Oh, yeah.
It's so, like, just imagine as a kid, what a kid thinks right now. They can't go to school and shit like that. Like...
Yeah, their brains are probably going just astronomical right now, just thinking, like, the world's about to end or something.
Yeah, thinking the worst and shit like that.
Bro, and I be working with some old heads, and... they're saying like they've never been through anything like this. Even like in 2008
and shit like that.
For real, like almost anything that's gone in America, like it's never been this impactful to like the community and like the people that are here, and how many jobs are being lost.
I feel like it's more like it's more now because the media and how much media we have.
Yeah.
Like how accessible it is. Because, like, back in the day, like, when AIDS and shit was around, you know, we just had the television, you know?
Yeah. And there was only, like, so many sources that could tell you one
thing. Yeah, and now you have several sources coming at you at different angles, so it's kind of, like, overwhelming in some way, but I don't know, man. I try to stay off that shit.
Me too, bro. The first week that it started, I had, like, crazy anxieties.
Yeah.
Try to stay away from it. And now I'm at the point where I just don't even want to listen to any news or.
I don't want to hear. Like I feel like that's kind of ignorant for me to say, because I mean, like I'm kind of shielding myself from like the truth, but like it's just for my own good, I guess. Like I don't know, because you know, I go over the edge sometimes with things, and I kind of know how to control my anxiety. That's what I'm trying to say, and that's a trigger for me, you know. So
I feel that. It's just I would. To go back off the media thing, for sure. There's with like just the age of kids and people having the accessibility of social media and technology. It's for sure the media is just making this thing. And for me, I don't think I'm not as cautious or as paranoid as some people are. But I mean that thought is there because obviously it's something that's really, really happening and people are really, really dying. And I personally would hate to get that shit. I would hate to some of my family and friends to get it.
Right.
Because
same.
Me, I feel like I'm healthy. I feel like I would be able to come back from it. But I mean, giving it to my grandma and my mother, that shit would just be terrible because obviously they're older. They got a little bit more things going on with them. It just comes with age. But yeah, it's a crazy world right now, especially with just technology in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's bro. It hits home for sure. I have a dad that's in dialysis, and man, it's crazy. Like just him going through all that stuff right now, having to be in a hospital, and me trying to keep my distance and all that. It's intense, bro. But
Yeah, man. That's what I was scared with the most, because I work in dialysis, and I was scared. Like, man, one of my patients gonna get in, and they're just gonna start dropping like flies.
Yeah.
But thankfully, it hasn't really happened like that. I mean, we had one patient, or like, I think we had one patient that was in one of the nursing homes that had the spread or whatever. Like a lot of them got it, and he ended up dying. But I think he was already like, he had some underlying stuff.
Conditions,
So like he was already on the edge of, like he was about to pass away. But I guess it didn't help. So, but he was in his good mind either. I hate to see people like that when they're not functional, and like like it's tough seeing like an old guy or old lady, like they're not in their head. They're just kind of like brain dead, and they're just there. Like it's crazy.
When I was younger, I used to think like the medical field wasn't that intense, or I didn't need as much like I didn't need that mentality state to be like a successful like medical person or anything like that. Like I just thought it was just you're taking care of people, but there's seriously shit going wrong with these people. Like it's crazy, and there's a lot of pressure that's put onto you as well, like a medical staff. But
yeah, it's a learning experience. I mean, like it's not something I want to do for the rest of my life, but it's taught me a lot of things, and like just about life in general, just like where I want to go with my life and stuff like that, or how I want to enjoy my life, because all these people that I work with, they suffer with depression, major depression. They don't want to live. Like I've had several patients tell me, I can't do this no more, and like like it's just too much, and it's a lot. Like I wouldn't be able to do it. I don't think I have the heart to be able to be in that situation. Like like it's crazy like what they go through, and that's just dialysis. So I mean, just imagine like other things, and
like the emergency room or something like
that.
Yeah,
like man, it's crazy. Right, and I see these people 3 days a week, so like they have to go there 3 days a week, like that's their life. And if they don't, they won't live. So it's crazy, man. Yeah, we're so fortunate right now to be young and to be healthy, but like every old person is always like, man, don't get old. And I'm like, how am I supposed to prevent that?
Just take some fucking,
man. That's all we do is just we're getting older by the second,
Take some steroids, man. That shit will help you out. Nah, I'm just fucking.
I always think of Midsommar, the movie. Have you seen that?
No, I haven't.
Well, I guess wherever they were at, I think it was Sweden or something like that.
Yeah, and, one of those places.
It's a movie. I don't know if it's real. I doubt it's real. Whatever it is, but they did a ritual where like their elders, which were like 70 or something, and I guess they were the head of the tribe or whatever. And once they reached a certain age, they went on top of a mountain and they just jumped right off, and that's it, Damn. And like, so man, the movie is crazy, man. You gotta watch it. It's really like, man, it's crazy. Like, I could only imagine if like life was really like that. Like, like, okay, you reach a certain age and you're like, all right, this is it for me. Like, take my life.
I think it's like they reach the age where it's like they're not gonna produce like any work anymore, like out of them. So they're not. It's like almost like there's no benefit anymore.
Yeah, cause like like in medical field, like where I work, I feel like some of these patients, we're just using them like for like money, like we're just using them as like that vessel to get money out of them, like especially the ones that are just brain dead and they're not able to do anything for themselves anymore. So like it kind of makes me sad. I'm just like, man, like to a certain point we just gotta kind of be like, this is it for them, and we can't keep them alive. We can't keep their spirit here anymore. They gotta ascend,
That what is you think that's just the actual company in general just trying to make a profit?
I mean, man, bro. I mean, I'm sure. I mean, I always think about it all the time. But that's just what the medical field is, It generates off that sort of shit, So, I mean, it's kind of fucked up in a way. But I guess it's just the reality we live in,
Yeah, man, it's a crazy one. Especially the medical industry. Just These drug companies, man, they make a lot of money.
Yeah, and they're
not going to slow down anytime soon.
They're not going to stop. You know?
Yeah,
I mean,
it is what it is, man.
I bet the medication and stuff like that, they make crazy ass margins. Like just like regular painkillers or something, they'll be charging just astronomical fucking numbers, bro. Like it doesn't make sense for them to charge a shitload of money when, I mean, these people really need this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like these people can fucking literally die if they don't have a certain medication for a period of time. It's one of those things where it's just what they're doing to make a profit, and it sucks because when they do make a profit, I feel like they're just gonna keep going and they're not gonna stop because it's just a constant cycle. Like it's gonna be like that.
Yeah, it's already like it's just the circle of life. It's already in it, you know. Like it's already in stone. It's the foundation of America, you know. I mean, it just, you know, we can't stop that, and there's nothing we could do about it. We just learn to live in this society the way it is. But you know, we have those naysayers and stuff like that try to like control things, but you know, it's out of our hands, you know. I mean, we gotta concentrate on different things. We gotta put our minds on.
Yeah, I feel that.
To make ourselves better, you know. We gotta be the best. You gotta be the best you possible, you know.
For sure, man.
I don't know.
Have y'all after this, y'all thinking about taking a vacation?
I don't know, man. I don't know how long this is gonna last.
I need to, man. I could name the places I've been to on my fucking hand. I mean, like, I haven't been anywhere. And my girlfriend, she's been everywhere, so it's kind of like, man, you haven't seen shit. And like, the people in my work, I have a close friend in my work, and he's seen a lot. He's been a lot of places, and he's like, dude, you haven't been out of the South Side. And like, that's all you know. You know, like,
born and raised here, bro.
Yes. So like, I haven't seen much. So like, I have to get out, man.
I love traveling, man. I want all of us to go. Just like,
man, we went to Las Vegas, man.
Yeah, it was a time of our lives. It was dope, man. It was dope only because we've been friends for so long, and every one of us was there, and just to experience something like that for the first time.
Different.
I feel like even just us being in the hotel was fucking dope. You know, we had such a nice hotel, like oh my god, bro. Like, I felt like that was so magical, that hotel, and going on the streets were a scam, but you know, being able to like drink anywhere you want, you know. I can only imagine now you could fucking smoke and drink wherever you want now. So
it's it's a vibe for sure, because you literally, I don't know, for me when I got there, I was just like, oh, like the fucking switch flipped on. Like I was just like, it was fucking party mode, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just people are there fucking ready to party.
You put on your best outfit.
Yeah,
it's like you got your boys, and you had D already chugging the bottle, and he was out by like 8 o'clock, remember?
He never even gets a party, bro. He just gets there, chugs a fucking bottle,
I'll never
and
forget
it's gone.
when fucking, I think Caesar, the first night we were about to go to club, he was already faded, bro.
Yeah.
We're standing in line and this guy was faded.
Bro, you remember him and Jimmy at the club? Like, I remember, bro, I was in the mosh pit or whatever, bro. I had a fucking wife beater on in the club, bro. Anyways, I was with him, Jay, and we were just jamming out on Carnage or whatever. And I was like, bro, you were there too. You were dancing with some girl. You were dancing with some girl.
I was?
He might have been behind us, actually. I think he was beside us or something like that.
I don't know, some shit, bro.
I probably was. Fuck it.
But anyways, I was like, where's Jimmy and Caesar? And so I was looking for them, because like I was in and out of my drunkenness or whatever. And I was looking for them, and then I look back, and then I see them like on a table, and they were just on a table or something. And they're just like, hey,
they're in the VIP section.
Yeah, they're in the VIP section.
Yeah, they fucking were. It was funny because I got a text. I got a text from Caesar, and he said, "Look right." And when I look right, that's when Jimmy and them were in the VIP section. Bro, it was fucking crazy. It's Carnage, and who else did we see that night? Or
did you end up going to see Steve Aoki, or you went with us?
I don't think he went.
it was me and Bobby that went to Steve Aoki, and everybody. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, we went to go do some other thing.
Yeah, it was dope though, because
I wish I would have stayed, bro.
Well, I had went back, but that was after, like, like all that stuff that we
Like
got
I
through.
don't. For me, like when it gets too crowded, it's too much for me. I'm just like, I can't do it. So I had to get out, and we ended up trying to get in a limousine and go to the strip club.
Oh yeah.
And then, dude, that was so fucked, bro. Jimmy was fucked up, bro. They wouldn't even let us in the strip club, even though it was $100 cover charge. We weren't even gonna think about going in. But the guy was saying they're not gonna let him in. They're not gonna let him in. Sure enough, they were like, "Hey, your friend can't come in." We're like,
dude, that's the problem with him every time we go
Every
out.
time.
He's always too drunk to get into anywhere.
Countless times.
Fuck
bro.
you, Jimmy.
Bro, we went to Austin one time. I think it was like 2 years ago. Bro.
Oh my god.
I think I'm pretty sure you are there.
Yeah,
we
got kicked out.
Yeah, we got kicked out.
And we're all fighting and shit.
And I almost got in a fight with the bouncer, dude.
Yes.
And
Fucking Jimmy.
was it Stefan and Fonzo? We were all fighting and shit.
Yeah, it was hectic, bro.
Oh my god, it was terrible.
But do you think that's the problem with having like so many close friends, where it's like it could get hectic like
I
that?
love drama.
Fuck
I
it.
love the
And
drama.
I don't think it's only you. Like a couple of our friends, they're just like every time something happens, it's just, they have a better
it's
time.
boring, bro. Like if nothing happens, it's not a night. Like you're not gonna remember that. Like we're not talking about all the other nights that we're just chilling.
You're
and
right,
shit.
you're
Like,
right.
you
Yeah,
know?
that's true.
Like we're bringing up the nights that some shit happened. You know.
Nah,
Like Las Vegas was a handful of things, man. That shit was crazy. Like
I
when
felt
we
like
were
it was too
leaving-
short
oh
though.
my
I would
God.
love to go back.
oh yeah, bro. I think,
barely remember like one day. Like they're like just a blur to me.
Well, because
sometimes.
it was one day. Like you were awake the whole time.
bro. I no lie, bro. I'm pretty sure like each night I went to sleep like at 4 or 5, woke up like 7, 8, and that was it, bro. Day fucking started like around 2. You know what I'm saying?
Take a shot in
Or
the morning and go out.
or not even that. It's just you go to take a nap for like 30 minutes and boom, let's go, let's roll out already.
Dude, honestly, when I went to go gamble downstairs at the Aria, that's like when I first got addicted to like making
Really?
money, like flipping money.
See, that's
you know what I'm
why.
saying?
See, that's why I won't do it, bro. That's
But
why I won't gamble.
it's not gambling. Like I started wanting to like sell shoes the way you do, Jimmy,
Oh,
and
yeah.
like
I see what you mean.
just to do little things
Flip
like
shit.
that. You know what I'm saying? Like starting to flip things and
Yeah, I get addicted to shit, man. So I already
yeah,
know.
I'm hyper.
I already
addicted,
know
bro.
if I get into gambling, I'm like, oh, yeah, that's it, man.
Well, it was just winning, you know, because I didn't lose. If I lost, I
Yeah.
probably.
It's a good feeling though when you fucking win, bro. You just say, "Hey, let me get 50 on red."
Well,
Yeah,
like
it's just-
I remember when we would just have like our little poker nights, even though we weren't like playing it right or
Yeah.
anything, you know. Like it was still you get a high off like winning the pot and shit, you know.
That's
Even
true.
if it's a couple of dollars, you're just like, oh fuck yeah. So I mean, I definitely know that's why I didn't even try it, bro.
Yeah.
I was just like, nope, I'm not even gonna do it. And I didn't. I didn't do one of like I didn't gamble or anything when I was there. So
Yeah, I'm glad I did. I only had like $200 left. I left home with 400. Fuck it.
Bro, I lost money, bro.
Yeah.
I think like I lost $100. Like I'm pretty. Well, I think I started with like 50,
Yeah.
and I just kept going up, and then I think I ended up like 120 or $100 or something like that, and then I just stopped because I fucking lost that shit. It's addicting, bro. Even when you're just paying like $5 chips or
Yeah.
like.
Even when you're losing, it's still like just the thought of winning is dope.
was Stefan with us?
He wasn't. He was actually I'm pretty sure he was deployed.
Yeah, he was. Man, we got.
Yeah, he was
man.
deployed. No.
Yo, shit.
No,
Yeah, I don't know.
Bad idea. Fuck you, Stefan.
no. It would be dope to, like I said, have all of us.
No, yeah,
there.
all of us again. Even Fonzo throw that bitch in too.
It would just be dope in general. Just again, like it's just a vibe, bro. Like
Hell yeah,
What
man.
I was gonna say some fuck. It was. Oh, I was gonna say. I think going for that time was a pretty good amount of time. I know, like I personally, it's not like
We don't need to stay longer than that, bro.
Yeah.
Well,
we
because
don't-
I don't know if we can even last.
that, again.
How long can you
Bro,
go
all I know,
in Vegas?
I was
really?
dead on that airplane back, bro. Like I
Same,
felt
bro.
like we're on like, oh fuck! I felt like it was an airplane going to hell or some shit, bro. That's how fucked up I was, man. It was terrible.
Yeah, I think we stayed a couple nights more. We lost some
No,
more
yeah,
money.
that's perfect night. We stay
Yeah, you're
there.
probably right.
Lost some more
We
money.
you don't need to be in Sin City for that long. That's for sure.
Jimmy would have ended up like in Mexico or some shit. some random ass shit would happen.
Damn! That would be badass, man. Just fucking the whole hangover skit and shit.
I Vegas would be dope, but I've been wanting to go to the beach again, or like to, I don't know, somewhere fucking crazy like the Maldives or something.
Yeah, how was Cali?
It was dope. It was
Yeah, it was dope.
Yeah, it was dope. It was, when we went to the beach though, it was cold as fuck. I mean, I jumped in, but the water felt like, bro, it was like below fucking zero. It was pretty fucking cold.
Yeah, it was cold.
Man, I won't get into the ocean no more, bro.
Honestly, it was actually pretty dope though.
Ever since I found out about that flesh eating, I've always been paranoid to go in. I'm like, nope.
Dude, I'm just paranoid to be in the ocean in general.
Yeah,
those tides
dude,
are so crazy.
Scary. Like it's a world in itself, you know? Like you go in and you're just like, you don't know what's gonna happen. Yeah. I'm a pussy like that though, man.
You think about like the people that go like deep sea fishing and shit. Yeah. Bro, I've never done
that.
Well,
it's not as crazy out there.
What do you mean?
Because I mean the tides aren't ridiculous, you know? Like in the beach shore, like it's a lot. It's different. Bitch, those waves are huge.
Imagine being in the middle of nowhere, like miles and miles away from land.
That's what I'm saying,
I mean,
bro.
It is scary, but
like imagine Hawaii. Oh, Hawaii would be dope.
There's some clear.
I hear Hawaii is dope
man.
as fuck.
Hawaii is dope.
It's expensive, but
yeah, I was just about to say that. It's expensive because I've looked up tickets and the stays and stuff like that. It's expensive. I know there's sometimes there's cheap like flights and cheap Airbnbs, but for the most part, I think if I were to go to Hawaii, I would rather stay in like a resort versus like an Airbnb. I think it's just more luxurious. I don't know. I would rather spend the money. Yeah.
I think we should do like a cabin woods type thing.
Oh, that would be dope.
That would be badass, right?
That would be fucking dope.
Somewhere crazy like Wyoming or Montana or some shit like that. Like I think that would be cool.
You just no cell phone.
Yeah, no cell phone.
No Wi-Fi. No TikTok. Nah,
just
that's gay.
Us trying to act like men.
Go hunting.
Yeah, fucking
go hunting for
good luck. We're never gonna eat, bro. We gotta go hunting.
We some bitches.
Fuck yeah, bro. I don't know how to fucking hunt.
I think that would be dope. Somewhere in like northwest.
Yeah, bro. It'd be awesome. What would be your next trip if you
if I can go somewhere?
Yeah.
Like I said, I really want to go to the beach. So, fuck, man. It's a fucking South Padre Island or something.
Oh,
nah, they just opened it back up.
No, they did.
Don't tempt me with a good time, bro.
No, not South Padre.
I love South Padre, man.
Yeah,
it's a great time.
Somewhere
like go when there's, you know, of course not spring break, but like when you go like during like when we went that one year, it was a fucking vibe. The weather was perfect. And
I mean, it's a dope place.
There wasn't a lot of people. Yeah, it's a great place.
It's a great beach. It's just spring break is crazy.
Yeah, don't go during spring break.
Yeah, I went for a festival, right?
Yeah, we just went for. I mean, and if you could do that, just go during a festival. That's perfect.
Or just hit the beach up and get a nice hotel.
Yeah.
No, we should definitely do SBI one time too. When you start going on trips together again.
You know what I want to do again? That I don't know if Tony still works with that person that we rented the houses there one time.
We could definitely do that.
Is that the same company, right?
Yeah, we still work with the same company.
I think
beach house over there. It's kind of like by Mustang Island.
Yeah. That place.
Area.
I thought that was pretty dope. So
that was fun.
Instead of going to South Padre,
and it's right there too if you want to go.
Or that, yeah, that's true. We can go during, after.
Yeah.
Is your gym opening back up? The UFC gym?
No clue, bro.
You miss it?
Oh my god, yes.
What gym you go to?
Haven't done shit. UFC gym?
Oh, okay, yeah.
I haven't done shit, bro. Well, right now I'm doing that Beachbody Insanity with my girlfriend.
Hell yeah.
That's a good time. But I miss hitting people. I miss getting hit.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I love getting hit, bro.
Nah, I understand.
I love it. Like, I love getting hit. Like, put me in my place.
No, bro. Come back with your fucking broken nose.
On some freak shit. Put me in my place. I be getting too cocky sometimes, so yeah. I like getting my ass get put in my place, you know.
I got an email. It was yesterday or the day before yesterday that Gold's is gonna start opening up, but
I think in May they're gonna start opening up. I think UFC will open up too.
I don't think it's a bad idea though, man. To open the gyms back up. I mean, you could already like sanitize your own equipment.
Yeah,
that's true.
You know why even?
I don't know if I'll go as far as like start rolling with people and shit, but definitely box with people and stuff like that. You know.
So I think I would put. Well, I'm pretty sure they're gonna do that too. Like I'm pretty sure they're gonna have precautions. Like they're gonna have like a a certain amount.
Yeah.
If they be like, hey, you gotta wear a mask in the gym, like, fuck that.
Okay, you're not gonna be able to breathe at that point.
Yeah.
I don't think there's gonna.
Everyone's gonna be
passing.
passing out in the goddamn gym.
I think there would also be like every now and then maybe like every hour, every 2 hours, they'll probably go sanitize the whole fucking place and like
Right.
some shit like that. Like I'm pretty sure they're gonna do that. They have
Probably.
to. They can't just go straight out, not have any precautions. Because, I mean, there's this. It's still one of these things where people can still get it. But yeah, man, I haven't done shit either. I haven't been. I started running a couple weeks ago, like the first couple weeks of April, but not anymore, man.
What's your duration? Like, how long do you run for?
So I first started doing, I think it was like a mile, and then I would walk like half a mile.
Yeah.
And then I just started going up.
Just cool down.
Yeah, I just started going up and up and up, and I think I was doing like 3 miles towards like my last time.
Do you max out with your mile? Like, do you try to go as fast as you can?
No,
You take it slow.
Yeah, not what I've been doing. I don't know. I feel like I was just running to a pace where I can finish in like a good amount of time. But yeah, man, those 3 miles would fucking kill me. Like the last time I did cardio was probably like, I don't know, like last year in fucking June or something.
Yeah, that's the hardest thing, especially for me, man. I hate doing cardio. Well, that's why I like my gym, because, you know, you do cardio with like other things, not just running.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, like my girlfriend should be running like 6 miles and shit. And I'm like, how do you do that, girl? Like, the most I could run is like 3 miles, and it's more of a like, I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I can do it, but like, I'm like, why do I need to run that much? You know, like, what the fuck?
Running is a mental thing, bro.
Yeah.
Like you have to be mentally prepared to take those long distance.
Yeah, I commend those people that do.
For sure.
And like marathons, like 20-something miles.
There's so much fucking energy,
Dude,
bro.
I mean, marathons one thing, but trying to do those swimming things like triathlons.
Yeah.
Fucking imagine that, bro. Swimming through the ocean.
Swimming is a great workout, man. Swimming is a great workout.
I feel like that gets me more tired than running.
Yeah,
for sure, man.
It's a great workout, man. I really need to get back into swimming too.
Yeah, I feel like whenever
you
I
lose your body fat fast.
I bet, man.
That's
what I want to do right now. Just lose body fat, because I'm a skinny dude. Like, just got some beer fat right now. But I've been trying to get some bikes, bro. But everywhere sold out.
Yeah, I was actually I was talking to Tony yesterday, and he was telling me that it was like last week or something that you had.
Yeah, I went to a couple different locations. Everything's sold out, man. I mean, you could order them online, but.
Well, what about like Bike World and shit like that?
Yeah, I mean, I went. It's just everything's too expensive. Like
you need like a good $300 one.
Yeah,
shit like that.
It's open, Bike World.
Yeah,
I mean, a bunch of them are open. They just have different hours.
They have to be.
Really?
Yeah, I mean,
they're considered like.
Well,
or what would you say?
I think it's more like a business thing, you know, for their business.
That's
like
true.
That's the only way they're gonna, you know, make rent and shit like that.
Yeah, I was looking up the bikes too, and like, bro, like Dick's Academy, fucking Walmart, little like mom and pop shops too around in San Antonio. Yeah, bro, they're just all of them are sold out. It's crazy.
Dude, you get one. You got Old Peach Navel right here, man. I love Old Peach Navel.
Where's that at?
Right down in Culebra.
But
yeah, you could go through Culebra, and you could go through Bandera. Either way. Mm-hmm. But it's a nice park, man. It's badass.
Oh, I thought you were talking about an actual shop. You're talking about like a trail.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about a shop.
You never heard of Old Peach Navel?
I'm pretty sure I know what you're talking about. I think it's on Bandera.
Oh man, one time, man, we were walking the trail or whatever, and there was just some girls coming down the hill, and they were booking it on the bike on the hill. Dude, one of the chicks ended up just flying off the edge, and she fell like a couple feet down,
Jesus
bro.
Christ.
It was horrible, and like, we were like, oh fuck, like we didn't know what to do. And thankfully we didn't have to do anything, but she got right back up, and man, it was a horrible fall, bro.
She said, "Psych."
Psych. She said, "Psych, motherfucker." Nah, but like, man, yeah, it's dangerous sometimes.
I'm pretty sure I've been to that one. I think there's another trail right next to Lexus. I think it's behind.
Yeah.
The Dominion and Lexus. I think it's behind there. I don't know what it's called, but.
Yeah, I forget all these names. Of these
Fredericks. I know Fredericks is right there. I think. Fuck it, I don't know.
It's crazy how all these, all these companies are, like, just going out of business. Like I mean, I get it's hard times and stuff, but I think for me, if I were to have like a business, or if I should say, when I do have a business, I feel like I'm going to have a fallback. Like, I don't think I'm going to put all my money into like one basket as far as.
Maybe people did have like some sort of savings, but the way it happened is just like, there's no way to prepare for this kind of thing, you know?
Yeah, man. I mean, like,
it's crazy.
I feel like, man, well, I'm sure Austin's struggling because most of their business is small business.
Yeah.
But like, we were starting to get there, you know. A lot of small businesses were coming up, but I'm sure after this, you know, the big companies are going to start coming in more, you know, and they're going to start. That's what I feel like. This is where most of that is coming from, because, you know, the big companies were losing, and then they're going to come and swoop in, buy things for cheaper, and then, you know, get back to their norm.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just one of my conspiracy theories, but
it might have, you know, I think you're right. They probably just didn't have. They probably just weren't thinking like, oh, this shit is gonna happen so soon. They plan on maybe doing it for like another month, and like.
You know what's crazy though, bro? Every 4 years, like something like this happens. Just not to this scale, but every 4 years.
It's like, stapled, bro.
I saw that shit.
Like, how do you not prepare?
Obama said. I saw a video. He said that there's gonna be a pandemic and.
Yeah. Well, like back in 2012 or 2013, Bill Gates did like a TED Talk, and he was talking about how we need to prepare better for this. And he pretty much like laid out a plan, the way to do it, and yet still no one's taking any action. It's pretty crazy.
I saw that. I think it was I think I'm pretty sure it was a tweet, but yeah, every 4 years there's something
like
that
almost during election time, which is odd.
Yeah, that was it too. That was part of the actual thing too. There's all these type of things that just make you think like, "Fuck, is this really really gonna happen?"
I mean, why not? Yeah, I mean, you gotta listen to those conspiracy theories. I mean, this is the same shit as reading textbooks. You know, you never know where that information comes from. Like, you know, like in high school, they just push shit down your throat. You're like, okay, but where does this information come from? You know, like, they put you on a sort of program already, and then like. I mean, why not listen to those other things that are, you know, not out of the ordinary? Yeah. And, you know, you got to take that into consideration, too. You kind of open your mind and, you know, think about it from a different perspective. And, you know, I mean, even if it's not true, I mean, I feel like in a way you kind of make your own reality anyway, so.
And within that, too, though, it's like almost like there's a truth within everything, you know?
Yeah.
Like even if it's not the whole truth, there's some
like
truth to it.
Who knows the truth? Like.
Exactly.
Yeah, when I was in high school, bro, it literally never came to mind like, oh, you should question this. Just because you think these people are actually, like, they're reputable, or in your head, they're like reputable and reliable. Like the teachers and just the people that are actually writing these textbooks, you never question it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I think for me, as I got older, you start thinking outside the box, and you start thinking like, okay, what if this, I don't know, whatever conspiracy is true? Like, and you start going like, you start thinking that if it is true, like such and such would happen or something like that. Like your brain starts clicking to where you can start thinking about other things if they were to be true. So you never really know.
For me, honestly, college kind of rewired my mind just to think differently. Like, I feel like in high school, we were just taught a certain way, and we kind of like, well, also too, like you have your own way of being in high school, like just with people and friends, and you kind of do your own thing. But in college, it really pushes you to think a certain way and to challenge yourself and to just start, you know, thinking in a way where you could challenge other people's theories or even, you know, question other people's answers. And I mean, although I fucking dropped out, but honestly, it gives you a lot of benefits from college. And I think everyone should at least go 1 year to college for whatever the reason.
Yeah, there's definitely some skills that you learn through college. So that, like, critical thinking is probably the biggest thing for me. Like, it teaches you how to get outside the zone and start thinking like for yourself, like start thinking like just outside the box. And then also too, like time management. That's for me, that's one of the biggest things too. Like especially if you have a job and you have school, I mean, you want to do other things like with your friends, like you got to schedule that shit to where it fits in your time. You know what I'm saying? Like there's so much things that you could accomplish when you're on a time management schedule, where if you didn't have that set up, like you can forget some homework, or you can forget, I don't know, to hang out with friends, or it's just being on that schedule is really, really good. And then also too, I think it teaches you a lot when, like, the way you talk. Like for me, going to college, I developed like a vocabulary where like most people don't have it, and I think for me it just helps me out talking to people. My communication skills for sure has grown during that process, because I think I'm pretty sure I took 2 speech classes, and the first one I went in there just like, oh, this shit's not gonna help me out. It's really not for me.
Yeah.
But that shit helped me out crazy. Like, and then the
that.
second one I took, it just elevated to another level where it builds that confidence to where helps you out in interviews. It can help you out when you're, just talking in general to people, or talking to like management, anything like that. It helps you out. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of skills that come with college. Even if, like you said, even if it's 1 year, like it's all intuitive.
It's just a great experience, I think.
Yeah.
I'm not recommending to go to college, because at the same time, it's fucking, it is, it's crazy as shit.
It's a fucking scam.
It's a scam, and you're over here just wasting your damn money on for no reason. But there's benefits to everything.
Yeah, I just wish and I'm honestly thinking about when I have kids, just homeschooling them, because I feel like
it's not a bad idea, man.
I feel like in public school, in a way, I sort of had to. I should have been more responsible, but like I was more focused on the other things, I was girls, my friends, like that's all I cared about, like I didn't care about class, and I would sleep all the time, and I never used to study and shit like that. So like when I got into college, when I did that 1 year, it was like so fast paced. I was in a intuition type thing, institute type thing. So it was real fast paced. But like I didn't know how to study. I didn't, like I never learned that. Like, and so like when it got time to do my big test, like I would try to study, and like I just couldn't. Like I had none of those skills, and I just wish I did that more in high school. Study more and take things more serious and stuff. I wish I took the more like the AP classes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like try to challenge myself more,
like the do credit classes.
Yeah, like trying to because I feel like you learn more things in those classes, and you study more and stuff. And like when you're in the regular classes, you just get by doing the minimum. So
I honestly I didn't start actually studying until like the end of my sophomore year. Like, and then I think my junior year too, I was like on and off, but like, yeah, bro, in high school, they don't teach you how to study. And it's one of those things where you got to learn for yourself, and you got to, like, I literally remember vividly, like, Googling, like, ways to study.
YouTube, bro.
Oh, yeah, shit.
That's how everyone's learning these days.
Yeah.
Dude, I have to read things like 10 times for me to just, like, the same sentence 10 times.
That shit will go in 1 year.
Yes, man. I hate it. I still have that problem till this day. I'm sure when I go back to college, it's going to be the same way, but, hopefully, and it's also that motivation too, like some people have it, some people don't, so,
Yeah, you can, I don't think you necessarily don't have to go to school to make money. Like, I think being online or just technology in general, because there's a shitload of ways now to make money. So I feel like if you plan on having other things as far as like generating income, I think school might not be the way for you. Like if you have a plan set out and you have that intuition and you have that motivation, I would fucking say go for it, because I think if I had a mindset of starting a business when I was 18 or 19 and like passing up school, at this point in life,
you would have done it?
Yeah, I think I would have done it, bro. Just because the amount of patience that I have with certain things, especially like when it comes to business, is I think it would have lasted. I think it would have been good. But there's so much shit you can do online now, man.
Yeah.
There's kids now making a ton of money. Then shit, frankly, they probably don't even know what to do with it. But that's my take on it. What do y'all feel about it?
to each its own. Like,
dude, these, like, even YouTube and gaming right now, just everything. There's so many different ways to make money in today's.
And do things you like and want to do, you know.
Yeah, I mean, whatever you want to do, really. You could,
I mean, I've always been into music, so I've always wanted to do the music route, but you know, I have no talent, so it's just like. But I love music, so I love music. I love talking about it. I love listening.
Bro, there's podcasting, talk about music. There's so many ways to just do what you love and, you know, make some money out of it.
Yeah.
Whether it be a lot or not, but
it's just with music, you know, I never thought about it as like, oh, I want to make money out of it, you know, like I want to do it because I love it, you know, like it's not a money thing with it. It's more of a like I love it so much, like I don't care about the money, you know, like I guess more of a hobby, I guess. I don't know. I mean,
I think that's what started off with fucking gamers, and that shit just popped off like crazy. Like
they just started recording themselves.
They just, and then different platforms like Twitch, and there's a couple other ones. And
right now, bro, with this coronavirus, like everyone's on Twitch recording. Like I know Kenny Beats, he's doing everything, recording himself, making beats, and just having other people like
that dude.
He's crazy.
I can't believe his story. Like came from Loudpack, you know, like all those EDM producers, man. A lot of them, like even like Marshmello, like he started off as .com. You remember like .com, and then now he's Marshmello, and like it's crazy, you know. You got all these.
What's crazy about Marshmello is that when he started producing music, well, I was listening to his manager on a podcast, and he was speaking on with Drama, some dude from Fantasy Factory. He made a podcast named Short Story Long. And he was saying that he didn't even make those kind of beats when he started. Like he was doing other things. He was like, who knows what he was doing.
It was more
like EDM.
More trap based.
And
.com was more trap based.
Sure. And then he just started making those like bubbly sounding
It's
stuff.
because that was a new sound. Because like I remember, you know, I was on SoundCloud when those came out, and that's where I would download most of my music from when I would DJ. And I was on more like the trap and, you know, the dance music and stuff. And then .com, you know, he did trap. And then all of a sudden I saw this Marshmello name come up, and then I played it, and it's like this like fruity, like, I don't know, like this different sound, and you're like, damn, that's kind of hard, but it's kind of like tune-ish, like I don't know, it's different, but like I never really got into it. But
his shit is crazy, man. The way he blew up and the way he tried to, you know, have it where he's not showing his face, and it kind of brought this like mysterious side behind the music.
Like people want to know. Like,
people wanted to know.
Like I remember even Tiesto one time at I forget, it was EDC or something, and it was Marshmello performing or whatever. And I guess he's like, all right, I'm about to reveal my face, and then he ends up taking it off, and it's Tiesto. I'm like, what the fuck? It's Tiesto. So the whole time I was thinking, man, Marshmello's Tiesto, but it wasn't. I mean, I thought that was crazy.
Yeah, bro, he's a fucking genius.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Nah, I mean, I have a clue, but it's pretty cool, because it's pretty cool to see that. Yeah, man, y'all been following some people for a fucking while now.
Yeah, I'm a fucking follower, bro.
Not like that. I mean,
it's cool. It's like what's his name? Kenny Beats. He started with Loudpack, and you know, they made some hard trap shit. I used to always fucking play their shit, man.
Bro.
It's hard trap shit. And then, you know, they just break off.
He transitioned perfect.
Yeah,
what is he doing now?
He's like hip hop, man. He works with a bunch of people.
Kenny Beats, man.
He's just a producer now?
He works with the best. Like, he's the most sought out producer right now. You want to work with him if you're big, you know?
Yeah.
No matter what, he's working with all different types of people.
But to the point, like, he's just getting a bunch of people on, and he's doing everything through Twitch now, making his money through there. And it's like, it's not just him, it's a bunch of artists on Instagram, a bunch of artists on Twitch right now. And there's different ways to make money. You don't have to do it the whatever traditional way it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I feel that there's a lot of things that I want to get into that make money, but there's just a risk, bro. There's just a risk where
I mean, there's a risk to
You're trying to make an OnlyFans. That's what you're trying to do. Trying to get OnlyFans.
If I can post my feet and people subscribe for $10
There's some
a
big
month,
ass
I
feet.
bet you can make a killing with feet pics, man.
big ass toe.
Hey, you're gonna get guys in your DMs like, hey, bros, can I get that feet pic? I'll send you $200. Like,
Let me get that toe pic, fam.
Put some foot cream on them or something.
I was and when I was actually talking to Anissa, and it was about the amount of money these motherfuckers are making. Like, it's just
crazy.
insane. It is
Crazy.
insane.
Yeah.
Like,
But you know what? It's dope, bro. Honestly.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
It's cool for them because they're making money
By doing nothing.
by by doing shit, just showing their titties. But nah,
Bro, I wish sex workers was a more casual thing. I wish they like
pretty fucking
casual
casual
out
now,
pimping
dog.
and shit like that. Like.
Wait,
but
what?
no, for real. I wish they did. Like, if you want to pay for some pussy, pay for some pussy. Like, I mean.
I don't think it'll work out like that.
I mean that's prostitution.
I know, but I'm just saying, I wish they normalized that shit. I mean, if a dude wants to pay for some pussy, let him pay for some pussy. I mean, you can still do it till this day, but it's illegal. But, I mean, illegal.
Nah, they do
Air
it all the time.
quotes.
I mean, it's because, the government controls everything, so.
I think making OnlyFans and getting some money was a genius idea.
Oh, see, that's what, it's more of a, like, rebellion against the like the strip clubs and just
'cause it was
prostitution and
Bro,
sex
it was so
trafficking,
dangerous. I think that's the thing.
Yeah,
really,
yeah.
it was so dangerous for women to be like, showing the titties or dancing, whatever
Yeah.
they were doing. I ain't judging, but
they want to make some money doing it. I mean, online.
but now all they have to do is take a picture in the comfort of their home, bro.
Yeah.
And they make about, I don't know, $50K a year, dog.
Put a little filter on it. You know what I'm
Put a
saying?
little filter on it,
Ain't gotta do nothing.
Photoshop a little bit,
They're about to. It would be crazy to see if actually people use that money to like start investing in other things and like just pop off to like.
It's happened,
Dude,
bro.
there's a
No, I'm
couple.
sure it has,
There's a
but-
couple girls right now that are investing their money
I mean, look where Kim K came from.
the right
bro.
way, and they're even starting podcasts, dude.
Oh, I didn't even know.
Oh,
A bunch
yeah.
of famous girls just starting podcasts.
Yeah, and they're just talking about shit.
Just talking
like
about.
we are.
Just talking about. I mean, they're probably a lot more interesting because they're just talking about fucking all the damn time. But
Shit, what podcast is that?
well, yeah,
Nah, but
we gotta
they're-
bring some of them on.
I think I think to an extent it's cool, but like only if you're comfortable with like that aspect of it, like of showing yourself and things like that. Because I think there's a certain mentality you have to get into something like that. Like you can't have a mentality of like what people are gonna think about you. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit's not gonna go too far.
I think with so much money, bro,
Yeah,
that kind of fades away.
I feel like, and it's also like an energy type thing. Like I've always thought about it, like what sort of energy you're bringing to your life on a normal day, and like, is it bad or is it good? Like and them, posting these pics and showing people, whatever, is it? I mean, what type of energy are they getting, from it?
Yeah.
I mean, not just the money part, but like, is it good or bad? I mean, I don't know if it matters, but I'm just saying, like, in the long run, I believe in karma and shit like that. So it's kind of like, I mean, I don't know. I mean, they let them do what they want to do. But
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's dope, man. It's dope to see that they're actually, just making money in general. That shit's dope in my eyes. It's another income revenue like stream. Like it's one of the things that it's happened.
I'm sure. I mean, I'm surprised it hasn't happened.
Money, bro.
Happened
There's
sooner.
money there.
Yeah.
And it's kind of it's a weird thing right now because it's like the porn industry. Like, are they still making money?
Yeah.
No, well,
You know what I'm saying?
What
Like-
they're doing, bro, is the porn stars. They're going that route now.
Yeah, it's like
They're like, okay, we don't have to deal with these abusive, people and shit like that. Like we deal with we're our own boss. Like, you know what I mean?
So like 20 years from now, there's not gonna be no more porn or what?
Bitch, there's
What
porn
the
everywhere. What you
fuck-
talking
what the fuck's
about?
gonna happen, bro?
There's porn everywhere.
You know, it's not gonna be free no
You're
more.
gonna have to pay for it.
You gotta pay $5 a
You're
titty.
gonna have to pay for it. unless you fucking watch some old ass porn or whatever. But
Bro, you be reading through comic books, bro, trying to fucking see it.
Nah, I
trying
think
to see
there's
some
still gonna be
cleavage
porn out there
for
'cause-
free.
there'll always be porn.
Bro,
Nah,
think
you're
about
right,
that
you're
shit. That's just been around for a while. Like, you think about it, like, I mean, it's not as publicized as now because of the internet, but that shit's been around for a while, bro. It's not
Forever, bro. I mean, I was in 5th grade looking up porn. Like, it's always been a thing.
You gotta
Like,
start young.
You know what I mean? I remember me
You
and
started
Stefan, we
young,
got
young.
caught looking at some porn, and we got caught by his mom. Dude, she was pissed.
Oh,
Man.
Bro, I remember getting caught in school too. I was on like doing those proxy things, trying to get past their little servers, dog.
You've always been a little hacker, huh? I was a little
Watching
hacker.
porn, bro, in the computer class.
Bro, I remember in my freshman year, bro, I had
Got
LimeWire on one of the computers at school.
You got what?
I had LimeWire on the
Oh,
computers
so
at
you
school.
was downloading music?
Yeah, I was downloading music, bro.
You're getting your playlist right?
I'm pretty sure I was downloading some weird ass shit like in my freshman year, but bro, LimeWire on a computer. I have no idea how I did that.
Bro,
Like,
LimeWire was the shit.
You think about it, like you think there would be some like security security features on the fucking computers, but bro, I literally was downloading shit to my fucking iPod Nano.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Bro, I had that shuffle. You just do a little quick.
Oh, the fucking shuffle.
Next song.
It's crazy to see the technology like coming from. What was y'all's first iPhone? What was your first?
Our
Bro,
first phone?
I had the
No,
first
first
iPhone.
iPhone.
I had the first iPhone.
Damn, I think it was a 4.
Before.
Yeah.
I think
I
me
love
too.
that one too.
I had the first iPhone, and ain't nobody had no iPhone at the time.
Okay, bro.
Okay.
Trend
Not
shit.
dead ass, bro.
Okay.
It was
Trendsetter,
crazy. No, I'm
motherfucker.
just saying it's crazy how the iPhone was just gonna come up out of nowhere, bro.
And all of a
Yeah,
sudden,
Well-
there wasn't anybody that didn't have the
Okay,
iPhone 4.
but you gotta think about it. iPod was still around, so having
Yeah.
an iPod was dope as fuck.
yeah, that's true.
I mean, the
I mean-
iPhone was just basically the same thing as
Yeah,
the iPod. It
exactly.
Makes
just
I think the
cellular.
best thing, like that happened, like was having music so accessible. Like it started off with Rhapsody for me.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
where you had an app and it had all your music on there. Like you didn't have to download shit anymore. You just looked up whatever you wanted and it was so accessible. And like now it's like Spotify. I love Spotify, and
I
you
think
have
Spotify's
everything. You have
superior.
everything you need right there. So it's just like that's beautiful. I think.
Yeah, I think when streaming came into the world, it changed a shitload of
It
things.
changed everything, man.
Yeah, it changed the software that was bringing out to the world. It changed how fucking musicians are getting paid.
Yeah.
It changed everything. But yeah, definitely accessible. So I'm pretty sure I started off with Spotify, and then I transitioned to Apple Music, I think, when it released. But
I feel like there's a lot of benefits to it too, even though they say like some artists isn't getting
Supported no more.
support, but like I feel like a lot of more people are like buying music now because they're starting to find new people and they're more
Yeah.
like they're seeking out other artists and they find out, I want to buy a copy or I want to buy vinyls. Like me right now, like I'm collecting vinyls for some reason.
oh, I see what you mean. Just to like
And-
support.
Yeah, exactly. Like I like supporting a good artist, you
Yeah.
know, and like going to see them and like I feel like in a way this still like a good. I mean, obviously they're fucking millionaires, but I mean most of them.
It's just the shit they put out. Like you can, like if it's a song or if it's like a music video, like you could just relate to it to where, I mean, shit. If it's a sad song, it's a sad song. If it's a fucking club song, it's a, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of those things where they basically tune to something you like. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, like YouTube. Like I mean, you just look up whatever you want, you know.
It's just crazy how like the attention span that people have nowadays is crazy.
Like they always
you
want
can't-
something new.
You can't even listen to a whole album without someone judging it. And they judge it. They just came out and they judge it within the first
Yeah.
couple minutes. Like,
I mean,
there's no
I'm-
fucking way you
I'm
possibly
guilty.
heard that shit.
nah, me too. Because there's a couple of albums that I've listened to, and then over to like 6 months later, I'm like this shit's grown
This
on me.
album's fucking awesome.
Yeah, this album's fire.
And that's how it is with me. At first, at least, when I first heard Kendrick to
I'm a
Pimp a
fan,
Butterfly,
girl.
it's like
oh man,
I couldn't get into it.
no, hell no. Well,
And it's the best
okay,
album to me now.
Well, because when I when that album had came out, I wasn't listening to albums from the first song to the last.
Yeah.
I was like looking
Just
like who was
features
on the
and shit.
who was on the features and
Yeah.
like just song to song. And like when I listened to that album and went song like skipping songs and shit, like it sounded, I was like, what the hell is this shit? Like, no, like, so I gave it like 2 months and I didn't listen to it again, and then I finally listened to it from start to finish in my car, and that's when I had a subwoofer and it sounded magnificent, and I actually broke down in tears because it was so good, like just listening. And that's what, ever since then, that's when I started listening to albums from start to finish.
Yeah.
And that's the way you're supposed to listen to it, and that's when I started getting into vinyls and shit like that, because you know that's how you're supposed to listen to music. I mean,
So I'm not too familiar with vinyls. Is that like you have to have one of those old school type of?
no, I mean they have new ones and shit like that.
Yeah.
So how do you play the actual vinyl?
You like mine, I just press play and the needle just moves on its own and it goes on the record.
Okay. So it's
Yeah.
what I'm envisioning is what you're talking about.
You have to
So-
like needle drop it.
Yeah.
They have those too. I mean,
Yeah.
it just depends what you get.
I see what you mean. No, that's pretty cool, man.
I mean, it's a waste of money, but if you want to support the
Bro,
artist or whatever,
well, for me, it's like I like collecting those vinyls to
like an
to
art.
like flip
Yeah,
them.
like a-
Well,
like
for me, it's because I make beats, so like I'm constantly like taking those songs and trying to get like
Yeah.
little sounds from it, just so I can make something new.
Yeah, I would
And-
point on me sampling music.
And not just that,
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a collecting thing.
Yeah, I love the art. Like, you know,
The
I love a
art
good
cover.
album that has a good cover art and shit like that. So, I mean, I love music. So,
Yeah, for like the music growing on me, I'm trying to think of an album that actually kind of grew on me. I can't remember, but there's
how do you feel about Russ's new album? Did you like that one?
yeah, there's a couple hits on it, man.
Yeah.
I like I think for me Russ is one of, he's a good, I think he has bars, man.
He's so inspirational, man.
I think he's underrated in my opinion.
No, he's very underrated. I used to
I
like
think he's
I don't want to be the one to say, but like I used to listen to him like before he had got big, you know, like
Yeah.
when he was just
dropping a song every day.
Well,
or
no,
something.
not even then. Before then, like I listened to like his older albums, and I found him on Spotify one time, and then I started listening to him. I was like, damn, it's fucking badass. And then, you know, then he started to get a little bigger and bigger, and then I don't know, I'm a fucking hipster like that. I'm like, oh, I don't want to fuck with him no more, you know. But then I started getting back into him, and I actually read his book. And
Oh, for real, you have it?
yeah,
That's dope.
yeah, it's actually a good book. You know, it's a one night thing. You know, it's a couple hundred pages, but it's like a quick read. But it was really good, and it inspired me a lot.
Yeah.
He's a good guy, man.
Yeah, his come up is crazy. For me, I think since he's underrated, and also too, like at first, I think he's chilled out now, but I think it was like 2017. I think that's someone on Twitter had like, retweeted one of his tweets or one of his music videos, and I started listening to him, and then from there it just went off. But at that time when I found him, he was like putting out these interviews, and I started to like watch these interviews and realize that he came off as cocky.
Yeah.
But the way I see it is as if I was put in that position, I wouldn't say it would be cocky, but you just got to be confident to where you got to actually believe in yourself. Because if you don't, you're not. You know what I'm saying? Like it's one of those things where if you don't understand it, then you're not gonna you just don't understand it.
His book explains his cockiness. He's a real energy guy, you know, like he explains his mom is like all into that psychic stuff, and what you manifest, he manifests what he wants, and it happens, you know, and like that's what his book was explaining. That's why he is the way he is, because that's from the start. He's all like, you know, like I'm like when he started first making beats, he's like, you know, like I'm the best producer, even though it wasn't the best fucking beat, you know.
It's probably
like,
trash or
but
something.
he was like, I'm the best producer. I'm better than everybody, you know. Like, and he just always had that attitude.
And that's the mind.
That's speak it to existence, man.
Yeah, that's the mindset a lot of people don't have, and it's crazy because when people see other people have it, they take it as the cockiness and they take it as that stigma or like you're a fucking asshole. You know what I'm saying? But for me, if I have confidence to where I know I'm gonna be like successful. So like, but I just never portray it or say it like on social media or anything like that.
Yeah.
Like it's just there. He's coming up to where he's actually displaying it on a platform where people can actually see it. They take it in the wrong way. But yeah, it's always the way you perceive things. And I perceived it as, I mean, if you have that mindset and you want to do good in yourself and you believe in yourself, and it's gonna work out. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not gonna fall back. So that's my take. But yeah, for sure he's underrated. But his last album, there's a couple good songs.
Yeah, it was good. It wasn't bad. Like I started getting into him more because of that one, and then his book. I finally I saw it. You know, I liked how it looked, and I was like, oh, that's badass. So I started reading it, and I'm like, damn, like everything like about his cockiness and all that. He explained it, and you know.
You know what's crazy too? He's not one of those rappers to like be buddies with somebody. Like
no.
Like he's genuine. Like he's friends with these people, you know what I'm saying? Like he has that friendship. Like he's not one of these up and coming artists that like, oh, let me pop up for this club because this artist is gonna be here, and then let me go ahead and post him on Twitter and be like, oh,
yeah,
whatever.
He's not a clout chaser.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
He's just his own. He's his own thing, you know, in his own world. He's he's very inspirational, man. He's a good dude too. And what made me like him the most too was when he punched Guap Dad in the face because Guap Dad was talking shit about him.
That was here, right?
Yeah, that was here.
I saw that. Yeah, I remember seeing that.
Mala Luna.
Yeah, Mala Luna.
Yeah.
And he doesn't take shit, man. You know, you speak bad on his name. That's his name, you know. So you gotta protect your name. And that's when I was like, all right, this dude, he's badass.
But I think a lot of people too don't realize the amount of time it takes to do something like what just in general what people do, like just making music. And like for him, I think it's been over like 15 years before he's came to what he's came to. But
yeah, it's been a process.
It's been a long process.
And he's done it. Like he's molded it with his hands, you know. He's not like these other people that just like jump on someone else's beat. He jumps on his own beat, you know. And it's okay to let people know this is my fucking beat. Like I make all my fucking beats, you know. No one's fucking mastering and all my other my shit for me, you know. I'm doing it.
And I'm putting the work in it. You gotta do in today's age, bro. Like get your hands dirty and start making shit happen, you know.
Yeah.
Just even with YouTube, like there's nonstop content that you could just upload every day, you know. Even with podcasting, just nonstop content, working on it every single day, perfecting it, making it better. It's just he has a good positive outlook on everything. So and then fuck it.
Yeah.
You gotta talk your shit.
Yeah, stop fangirling over Russ right now. I was gonna say, so what's your goal with this podcast? Like where you see yourself? Like what, like is it just something you wanted to do for a while or like?
Man, honestly, yeah. So beginning the new year of 2020, I was just like, man, this year I have to level up myself. And I think the way I thought about it is if I never do it, I'm never gonna figure out if it's gonna work or not. Yeah. Like if I don't do something, well, in general, if someone doesn't do something, you're not gonna figure out if you're gonna fail. Yeah. Like I would rather have that, oh, it didn't work out, than what if, like 100%. Like that's just the way my mind is for a lot of things. So podcasting came about when I figured out like, hey, like what if I put information out or content out or just not even information or not even like just things to help other people out, just something to put out to where they can listen to what we've been through in our lives or the amount of crazy shit we've been through, all the funny stories we have, all the crazy shit we've been through. And that's the way I thought about it. And I mean, I hopefully, if I were to put some information out and help somebody, I mean, that's my biggest thing. Like, I mean, whether if it's like a mindset thing where they just feel better about themselves, they have like a badass energy, they're always being positive, or even if it's like, I mean, setting goals or just leveling up in general. So it's for me, I also figured out too as well, there is a certain level you get to in life where you have to start blessing people, like blessing people, like as in not just money and things like that, but just putting
with wisdom.
Yeah, it was just with wisdom. Like I would, if I had a mentor like early up in my teenage years, I think it would have been a lot better. So
I feel like you were your own mentor. You know,
in a way, yeah.
Yeah, like you had to see the man in the mirror. You know, I feel like you know, like I know you didn't have the best life growing up, you know, and shit like that. You know, I was more fortunate than most. So, but like to see you come up from all that, and seeing you have your own things and growing up to be a good man, it's really good to see you, man.
I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate it. But yeah, just helping people out, man. Just giving back. I think that's one of the things. So if I can do that, yeah, that's just my only goal. Hopefully I can help somebody out and we get to talk shit. I get to hang out with y'all.
Man, me and Jay's we've always been talking about, like, because, you know, like our days when we just hotbox the car and shit. We just always be talking about bullshit, you know. We're like, man, what if we just record ourselves and
saying some dumb shit.
Yeah, say some dumb shit, you know. Like it's really cool. Like I've always wanted to do this too, man. It's cool.
No, yeah, and I figured if I give y'all a platform too as well, just to
it's motivating, man.
Just to do whatever y'all want to do too. Like I want y'all to be successful as me too. So if there's any way that I can help you out, 100% I'm gonna do it. Like
we gotta come up together, you know, as a team.
Yeah, that's all. I'm all for that. But
the most successful people have a team, you know. Like Drake, he doesn't make all those hits by himself, you know.
A lot of people. Yeah, a lot of people think it's you can do it by yourself, but having that group around you for sure is gonna help you out. Like especially if you have like-minded people, and then people that actually truly want you to accomplish your goals.
Yeah.
And the same goes for them. Like if you personally, if I wanted you or Jay to accomplish their goals, which I do, it just helps out because you're putting out the energy and it just all flows back together. So it's I think my computer's about to die.
Fuck good, bro. Computer. How long have we been on this shit?
I don't know, bro.
It's been a while. We can wrap it up right now, but I appreciate y'all guys for tuning in. I'm gonna end this with a little self inclusion, but if you leave a comment section, if you leave a comment in the review section, I really appreciate it. Give me 5 stars. I will I really appreciate it. But peace.
Later, fuck the world.